Good afternoon, Jackson Jills. I'm SirDimwi. And this one here, we have Outlaws versus Leviathan. Now, after that last video I put out on how to deal with a floor juker, I got a lot of questions on how to floor juke. And while this is not going to be a tutorial on how to floor juke, it is going to be an example of how to floor juke strategically. And in this video, it's Bloomy Shots who actually pulls off the play. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start it from the beginning. We'll play it all the way through as it was on the broadcast, and then we'll cut back to the beginning and break down what happened there. It's a beautiful play all around. Leviathan does score a goal on it. But yeah, so we'll just go ahead and hit play on that one and get that rolling. And here comes the floor juke right here. And the goal. Okay, so what's going on there? Why am I highlighting this? Well, there's two big reasons. The first being, one, it's just a beautiful juke. It's really well done. But two, the purpose of the juke. So get this back into about the proper position here right before the juke takes place. That's the real zero sending it to Bloomy Shots. And Bloomy Shots, so right now what you're seeing, Bloomy Shots has turned around and he is reading the situation here. And as he's looking, he sees he has a pass to Gish, he has a defender on him, and he has a goalie in the goal. So his options are to drive at the goal or to send a pass. I mean, that's basically what you would generally consider your options. And the fact that he's covered and the fact that there's a goalie in the goal means driving, generally speaking, is not the best option. Some players will drive, but those exceptions are exceptions. There are exceptions, of course, to every rule. So what he does instead, he's looking for the pass. Now, if you see here, there is no formation around the bubble from Leviathan right now. They're just now pressing on the edge of the bubble. So the formation hasn't had time to set up. So Bloomy Shots could pass this over to Gishnishku, and it could give Gishnishku a one-on-one with the goalie, or he can opt to make a little bit more time to allow his team to get into position, and that's what he does with this juke here. That's the purpose. That's the strategic purpose of his juke. So we'll play this, and you'll see that gives his team enough time. He now has the real zeros, is even more open. The goalie is now under a ton of pressure, and so that's a much better position than they were in just a few seconds ago. Hit play on that. Now that specific play did not result in the goal, although it effectively does in a roundabout kind of way, because you see they then have that opportunity to throw that one in. So what happens? All right, so we slowed it to half speed. So right now, Bloomy Shots getting a read on the bubble. Decides to make some time so his team can get in a position. They get in a position, sends that pass in. And this is where Outlaws kind of, they start to fall apart a little bit defensively. This is where they fold up, basically. And it was that little bit of extra time there to get that pass to real zeros behind the goal. Outlaws panic in the bubble. And right there, they clump. All four are now chasing that disc, that single player behind the goal. And that is the reason the goal happens, because they get it back, but all four of them are there. Who are they clearing the disc to? There's nobody out there to receive that. And there's too much activity to get away with the chain cleanly. They're going to have to fight to get away with that chain. So what ends up happening? They clear it right into the defense's hands, right into the offense. They clear it right into the offense's hands. And because they were all clumped and there's so much activity, the stun's going out, they're now scrambling to get back into position. That lane is wide open for that shot. And I do want to play the juke itself for you one more time, because this is just the beauty of this. Look at that form to back himself around the other player. And yeah, this is absolutely beautifully done there. Shout out to Bloomy Shots, Real Zeros, Gishnishku picks. This was an amazing game. If you haven't watched this game, it's a great game to watch. These are two of the best teams that OC has to offer, if not the two best teams. And yeah, so definitely check this one out. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I've been SirDimwi. That was Outlaws in Leviathan and how to juke tastefully and strategically. Have a nice day.